Okay, so what I was describing was the color. So hex format. So you see, you have like you can use either 3 or 6 character to define the hex format, and it start from 0 to F. So it start from 00 to F. But you can define many other combination down below. Like this is 00. This is starting. But you can put like A, B, C, E, F also. 6 characters. So if you just say what color it comes, it's coming as like something like blue. Let's see, refresh this. Now this is kind of a little blue. But you can put any color here. You can put a 00, A, B, C, or like 5, 4, 6 character also. So now this is kind of a green. So I refresh it, it's like a green. So only this all character combination make up all the color combination. So this is the thing. Another way of defining the color will be uh, so this is another way RGB A value. It's A is for abstract, like how many opacity you need to define. So you know opacity, this is a kind of opacity, like it's there, like the color is red, but the opacity is defined as 0.5. So it is little lightweight color. It defines the lightweight. See, this is quite dark red color, but this is kind of little light red color. And this is also like the hex SSLA value. So you need to put percentage, but these two format you need to understand. This a hex value, RGBA value. Lot of people use only these two values. But you can just put name also, like I was doing before. So for example, here I just put red color, black color, but some color are like this color is not quite black, so you can say just a black, but you need to put a color combination, so RGBA value. So what you can do is you can also inspect what is the color of this. uh, So when I do right click here, let's say right click, and you have inspect element, so you do inspect, and you see in all browser you see a arrow down here. So if you just click this arrow and go over the element that you are inspecting, this is my element, click this. Now it goes to H2. So this element is H2, and it says test yourself with exercise, right? So now for this, you can check what is the color of this H2. So in the right hand side, you see a style, right? A style computed layout. So in this style will have all the property of this H2. So H2C, H2 has font size of 32. You can also change manually from here. If I just put 20 pixels, see the color, the font size has changed. If I just increase or decrease, the font size is changing. If I increase, the font size is changing, right? So this is how you can change and see the font family also. Font family, font with margin is there. We'll go into detail of this, but I just want to show you the color here. You see the color of this text is white. It says color and FFF. I told you like FFF is a white color, but you can change here. You can change put red also. Change to red. But if you want to put hex value, this is 00 AB I4. Now it changes to green, right? So this is how you can change color also, or you can use RGB. You put RGB and the bracket and put something like 231. I told you it starts from 0 and goes to 1225. So it can be anything. Okay, not more than 225. So if I just put like this, it goes to a reddish kind of thing, reddish pink. So this is the color. Okay, so you can inspect elements. So this is RGB value, hex value. These two color you need to understand. Let's go to the HTML CSS. Now CSS is a style sheet. It's a cascading style sheet. What happens when like there is So there is two ways to style your document. Let's say there is, let's put this in a comment. Comment. So there, let's put this down below. Go one step by step. So if I just put here HTML, CSS tutorial here. Okay. So what is CSS? CSS stands for cascading style. So see, cascading style sheet. Why we use cascading style sheet? So there are two ways to style. Two ways to style your HTML element, right? HTML, all these are elements that we are styling, like paragraph, header, kind of. So these are all the HTML that you can style. So I am putting style here. So these property that this I am doing is called inline style. Inline means I am adding where it is necessary. So one is first is inline style, and second is CSS. Use CSS. And there is also alternative of inline styling. I mean, no, there is only just two ways, like just an inline style and CSS. So CSS is like a cascading style sheet. So what I mean by cascading style sheet, so it saves you a lot of time, lot of effort to do the same kind of work. So for example, when I say save time, let's say you have two paragraphs, and see, I am putting the same color as here and here, same color, both hairstyle, but this is one paragraph, this is one paragraph, this is another paragraph. But the style for those both paragraph is same. Red, the color is black and background is red, right? But I can style this with a CSS type of styling. I don't have to write this again. So this is same. I don't have to write this again. So I use CSS. CSS is equal to style. So where do you use CSS? Is the question. CSS goes into the head. So how do you style it? So you just use a style tag here. STYLE style, open and close. So this is open and close. Now you need to define the property here. Now if I say P, now the syntax will be P and then curly braces and you put color. Color is equal to RGB or just put hash 000 and background color is equal to red and save it. You'll see in the, you see all my paragraph background changed to red and color is black, right? Because I am saying this p tag. So all these p tags that I have in this document will have color as black and background as red. But I just want to put color to these two only. So I will just remove this from here. Remove this from here. I just want to put the color for this two only. So what I will do is I will put ID here. ID is equal to CSS paragraph CSS. Yeah, just add this ID, and so now I can use ID to define the color of this two. So how do you do it? So you just put hash and ID name. What is your ID name? Paragraph CSS. Now if I change this background to green, so you can see the difference. Color as red Put this here as SFF, let's say white. Now you see the difference. Now the background has changed to green, color is white. This is paragraph 1, this is paragraph 2. So what is I am doing is I am saving time. I am not using the same style for these two paragraphs, but I am using ID. So when I just define ID as paragraph CSS, I can put the same ID to other thing and it will apply. So what I can do here is I can also create H1 tag. This is a header CSS with paragraph CSS ID. Let's put CSS ID. ID. Now I can say ID equal to, you put your mic on mute. You can just put your mic on mute. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what I was telling. So you can put ID to different property also. So I put to paragraph. I'm putting to H1 also. So if I just put here paragraph CSS ID. Now the color of the H1 will also be same. The color is white and background is red, right? So this is the thing. So you can define with the CSS that what color you can define with the CSS. So CSS will have you use ID or class or tag itself. What tag? What is the tag name? Tag name itself to define the styling. Styling. So for example, the syntax, you need to understand syntax of it. How do you use it? So it should be inside a style tag, a style, and now you have either ID and the curly braces. It should be ID, either ID or class or tag name, and then property, property, and the value. So this is the syntax. You need to remember everything. So for example, I give example will be like paragraph. So paragraph is a tag name, and I put color is the property, and colon, and red, and semicolon. And again for ID, it will be ID, color, same, and color, and red. And for the class, it will be class name, ID name, class name, then color also red. So these are the syntax you need to understand. How do you what syntax is there to style. So you put ID. I can do with the class also. I explain you the. So if I just put class, CLASS class, and again class, I put this as paragraph. So this is header class with class. Paragraph CSS with class. Now you have the class with the class name paragraph class paragraph class. So now copy this name and go over the top here and inside it just put this. So you need to understand for the class name you use dot. I forgot to mention this here. For the class name in the ID you have to put a hash like hash, and class name you have to put dot. And tag is directly the tag name itself. It can be P or H, H1, H2, H3 kind of thing. Okay, so for the class you put dot. Now if I put color, tomato color. Okay, so if I just save this, go here, you see the color of this two is tomato color kind of. This is header CSS with class, where this is paragraph with class. Okay, so this is how you define ID and class, and this is the syntax ID dot, and for the for tag you just put tag name h1. Let's say I put a style for h2 color is red. So h2 will be red. So this h2 will be red. This h2 is red. Okay, so this is how you define these are called cascading style sheet CSS. So this is the CSS. You see, this is the CSS. So CSS will also have like a different way to define it. So like the inline CSS or internal CSS or external CSS. So these style is also called the CSS. These are also called the CSS and is called inline CSS. And this is internal and external. So internal is like this. This is internal CSS. So if I just put comment here, say internal CSS, and these style are like inline CSS. CSS is nothing but keeping the style, adding the style to your document. That like there can be a lot of style, right? Like when you color, font size, or anything like this, these are all style that you are defining. So that's the thing. So internal and inline style, and there is one other way is external. So let's say you have another file, you can say style.css. So this is how you create CSS file. The extension of this uh, CSS file will be .css. So you see a style name and .css. Now I save it, and in this file you can define the property. So for example, if I define property for, let's create a more for this, create another here and add a comment here, external style. So this is class. Let's create two paragraphs. Now you have paragraph class. You put p external css. External CSS with class. So you can put ID or class, anything. But now I just define external here, and what I can do here is I can define this. So p external, and the syntax is same. You just put a dot for the class, and then you write color equal to what color should I give in. Now save this. Now this file that I created, this file is not loaded inside this file. So how it will not change. If I just refresh this is still black. It is not linked. You have to link this file that you created with your HTML document. So I am creating an external file. This is like an external CSS outside of this file, but I have to link this CSS with this file. So how do you link it? So if you just go here, for the external, you have this link command, like link tag to add the external CSS. So if you just go over here, you see, this is the way to link it. So how do you do it? So you have to put this inside a heading. So I can just put here also, put it like external CSS, and now put a tag to link it. Link, and close this. So link is the self-closing thing. So self-closing means it can directly self-close like this. So it doesn't have opening or closing tag, but it can close self. So when you close self, you just put another like a slash here. And now you have to define what is the relativity of this file. So rel is the relativity of this file. So what file you are linking. So this is your style sheet. So you need to define real style sheet is the file that you are linking. And href. Href is the another attribute to define which file you are linking to. Now you have to put the path of your file. So where this file is located. It can be in another folder also. Currently I have these two files into the same folder, right? But it can be outside of this folder also. So I need to define the path of this file also. So for now, this is in the current folder. So what do you use is dot and slash, and it shows like a style dot css. Okay, and save it now. Now if I just refresh this page, you'll see the color of this is changed to green. And if I just show you the view source, you'll see this is present. And you can also open this file. Yeah, just click this file, it's showing me this file. As this is the define I have defined. But what if this file is outside of this folder? You have another folder outside of this folder. Then you have to go outside of this folder. So how do you go outside? If you put dash, double dash, it will go one folder up. If you have to go another folder up, you put two slash. So it will go two folder up. Okay. Do you understand what I am saying here? So inside where this folder is located, let me see, go here. So this HTML tutorial is one folder, and this is my YouTube. So this is inside my YouTube, this is HTML. So if I put this style, cut this, copy this, and put it here, and if I just delete this file from here, now this file, if I just comment this, so this file doesn't exist currently. So if I just refresh this is still black because this file is not in the same folder. So if I have to go to the upper folder, I just put double, and it goes to the the top folder of this HTML, and then put a style. Now if I refresh, you see this is coming. But if it is beyond this, then you again put this like slash, double, and slash, and then like this. So this is how you define. Okay. But if it is in the same folder, you just do like this. So right now I'll just put it back to the same folder. Back into the same folder here. Okay. So if I refresh, it's in the same folder. So okay, so you can understand this. This can be a little complex to understand currently, folder wise, but you can just do for now like this, and this should be good. So this is like how you define a style, right? So this is the CSS, and now the CSS will have different property like border, margin, padding, all this property we can cover into the separate video for the CSS, but we are just focusing on the HTML tag right now. So let's move forward with